We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughton. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. A dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Hurry up. Green 19, just attack.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still 14 yards to go, second down. From the gun, here's Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, Achane. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run. Achane. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Set up. Cowboy.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. McCord. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 4th down, McCord. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Connection made to Rucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the 1st quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 15 carries, 80 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
58, go.
Oh, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, sir.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Another Jets. 1st down. 1st
Here we
and
go.
10 at the 21-yard line.
319.
Now it's Fields. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll run with Hall. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Here we go. Hurry up, hurry up. Turbo, sir. Tonight.
Ball again. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Fields on third and goal. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. You talk about this Jets defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And this late-season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. McCord. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he's brought down. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains.
And the Dolphins first down.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a first and 10. Give left side. Here's Achane. And follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Another catch there for Waddle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McCord. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Go.
On the draw, it's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, tonight. 551, 551.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like they're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Off the play fake. McCord A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Open man, it's Palmer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Back to throw. Fields. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
17 at the 17-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A run straight ahead with H.M. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. New York set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the 48-yard line.
On the counter, it's Hall. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pick.
Fields now to throw. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards in the first.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here we go. Hurry up, hurry up. 5:51, 5:51, 12 go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. Oh, he's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is Javonte Williams. This might not have looked like much from the beginning, but it is turning into something. He's gone. The Cowboys come away with a 4-point victory. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here's a guy who had some of the best years of his career as a Texan, DeAndre Hopkins. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. This is going to wind up as an 85-yard catch and run for the touchdown. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He's going to take this one into the end zone. That's touchdown number 11 on the season. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts with a 10-point lead at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 9 now. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 13.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive. McCord. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McCord. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Miami.
Back to throw. McCord. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Dolphins.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
From the gun on third down, McCord. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you love looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Hardman on the return. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll go. Achane. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now bottled up. It's out. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when the guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
On second down, here's the option. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Here we go, son.
Oh, want to give up the middle. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Do it.
In motion
Green
goes the
19,
tight
get it.
end.
Go.
Play action. It's Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Here we go.
First and goal.
A toss left side for Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Fuller. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. His throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
That's taken in by Palmer. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw again. That's again complete to Palmer. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now first carry for their fullback. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll give to Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 171 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Green 19, green 19. Oh.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCord throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. McCord. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. McCord to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And then let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son.
Here's Hall again. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
So the Dolphins now down by 16. A little under 50 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. He'll dump this off to Achane. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time is going to run off the clock.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Gets this to Bellinger. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.